Welcome to my weekly media digest where I take you through a book, a movie, and any other long or short form content that I've been finding interesting this week, that I've learned something from, and that I would recommend to you. So let's go. Firstly, the TV show that I binge watched this week was actually Ted Lasso, and initially I had a lot of resistance to watching this because I initially thought it was just going to be about sports, and frankly, that wasn't something that I was interested in. However, this is really a show about friendship, love. At the forefront of everything, Ted Lasso is a comedy, and each character is somehow likable, and the writers have done an amazing job at giving a character arc, giving growth, giving each character their own story. And one of the things that I really appreciated, the people of color in the show also had a story. They weren't side characters. It just felt like a warm hug for me. I strongly recommend watching this show because once you start, I promise you, you won't be able to stop. And the book that I'm going to be talking about is Martyr. Now, I actually haven't finished the book. I'm only a third of the way through. This is another piece of media that I had resistance to reading because it felt like everyone was recommending it, and I was really scared that it was going to fall short of the high expectations that I had for it. This book actually touches on so many things that I feel like we want to say out loud, but we don't. Will our death mean anything? Does our life mean anything? So many questions I've had about life, and those moments where I'm sleeping at night and I suddenly get deep in my thoughts is kind of pondered upon in the book. The book so far has given me a lot to think about. I couldn't recommend it enough so far. Third and final thing that I want to talk about is a YouTube video I watched called People Who Read Are Harder to Control. It is by the YouTube channel called Great Books Prof, and he talks about how reading is a way for you to form your own thoughts. In a world where an algorithm constantly feeds us exactly what we need and is tailored to our likes, reading is not like that. When we pick up a book, we choose to read it. The video reminded me of the power of reading and its significance and why we should be doing it. Even now, when we have ChatGPT and Claude and Microsoft Copilot that can help form our thoughts for us. Which I want to also tell you guys one of the quotes from this YouTube video that I really enjoyed. Lots of governments and politicians want your obedience. Corporations and billionaires are trying to trick you into buying things you don't need. As a human being, you ought to be free, and we have to put an effort into safeguarding that freedom. Your ambition in your life should be to learn how to think for yourself, and that is why it is so important to read, because reading helps you become a free thinker and makes you harder to control. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be doing another one next week.